learners, and welcome to the Crafty Corner. I'm Miss Lisa for the Fayette County Public Library. Today's craft is unique. I thought about scarecrows because it is fall time, and so instead of making a normal scarecrow, what if we take a crow and dress him like a scarecrow? So we have this Scarecrow today. Now basically this is a layered paper project, and so in your packet you're going to have a shirt, some overalls, a pocket, some straw, some feet, some wiggly eyes, a hat. You're going to have all these different pieces. Now I've already cut out a bunch. You can see my scraps laying over here. I've already cut this out, but that's one of the first things you'll want to do is cut out all your pieces. Now on your black construction paper you're going to have this funny looking shape. Okay, so you're going to have, it's the body and the wings of a crow. So go ahead and cut on those black lines on this black paper, and cut out the main part of the scarecrow. Okay, so it doesn't look like much and it looks sort of funky, but that's his body and his wings. Then you're going to also want to go ahead and cut out his head. Okay, so we're going to cut out the head. And in order to make a beak on black, you're going to want to come over here to this orange paper. And what I'm going to do is just lay it on here like this. So you want to have some area where we're going to be able to put his eyes. But if we just trace this, you will have the exact shape you're going to need for his beak. Okay, and so you'll be able to, then to just glue that right there. So you're going to need to have both glue stick and regular glue today. So let's go ahead and glue his beak on. Okay, since it's just paper on paper, we can do the glue stick. Okay, now before we glue his head on, we need to dress him like a scarecrow. Now the packets are all going to be a little different. There are different colored shirts in the different packets, so you can decide what color shirt you're going to want. So we're going to go ahead and get the glue stick here on that body of the crow and glue his shirt on. Okay, oh, it's not quite even, so I want it down a little bit better. Okay, and then next we're going to want to put his overalls on. So I'm going to go ahead and put the glue around the edge of the overalls and glue that down as well. Okay, now don't worry about this part here because we can just cut it off. We don't need that part to show, so that part can be cut away. All right. The little feet. Now you can see that the black is still showing, but the trick is just turn it over. And then the black doesn't show anymore. So we're going to take our glue stick and just put a little glue on the back of the side there. We can glue his feet right on down. Okay. Now that we've got this part ready, we can glue his head on. And again, since it's just paper on paper, we'll just use our glue stick. And now you don't need to glue it all the way to the top, boys and girls, because that part's going to hang off a little bit. So you decide if you want him to look forward, look right, look left. Go ahead and glue him on here like this. We're going to glue his hat up here as well. Okay, and then in your packet you do have wiggly eyes. Now here's where you're going to want, and make sure you have enough room to glue those wigglies. All right, so you're going to want to use your white glue and put a dot of glue in each of those. Okay, it looks like he's getting a little crooked. I guess he's all right. Glue those in there. Okay. Now, we have some patches here, so if you have some markers, you can color in the hat, whatever color you want. Okay. And then we still need to add the straw. Okay, to make a scarecrow, they're made out of straw, so we need to make sure that this crow has straw. And I've also thought about having a pocket in here. So I'm just going to cut a little rectangle with my lighter blue, whatever size pocket you want. That one's sort of small, but that's okay. And if you just want to glue the edges, that works. You can glue that down. Now you're going to want to have a black marker, sort of maybe to outline that, to give the little stitches, which sort of helps. You can tell that it looks like a pair of overalls, ones that are going to be used outside to scare the crows away. Here we go, up and down all around. Okay, and then you can also make some little patches on his overalls, okay, by just making little squares and then little, like little thread marks wherever you want. Okay, the more you do, the holier it's going to look. Okay, now what's left is all of his straw. So we need some straw here, so it's a good thing I didn't glue that all the way down. We need some straw up under his arms, so I'm going to pull that. Oh, good, I didn't glue that all the way down. And we also want some straw up under his hat. So the way to do this is to take your orange paper and measure where it is, and you don't need very much. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this tiny little rectangle, and then I'm just going to fray it, take my scissors, and just cut all these little tiny cuts. And then we're going to stick it right up underneath there. And then you can pull it up. There you go. So you can see the little bit of straw that I've made there. If you want it to be bigger, obviously, cut a bigger little rectangle. Okay, so we're going to stick this up under there and just fray it. He's so cute. All right, so same thing with the arms. You want to measure a rectangle. Okay, so I need to cut this little part off here. That will work. Make a little bit longer cuts. And my glue may have dried, so if I put the glue here and here, because you're gluing top and bottom, slide that under there, and then just ruffle it up a little bit. He looks like he's got straw. All right, we still have this side to go, so I'm going to measure where it is. Okay, still a little long. And just cut real thin little marks all the way down the paper. And we're going to slide it in there again. I'm going to need some more glue. Glue him down under there. And if it's sticking out a little bit, that's okay, because you know that straw is just going to poke out from everywhere. The last place you're going to want it is up here by his hat. So let's see, it's about the right length. We don't want too much because you still want to be able to see his eyes. I'm going to trim that off a little bit. Just cut, cut, cut. All these little tiny marks. And then again, we're going to stick it down underneath there and fold it up. All right. What do you think, boys and girls? Instead of a regular scarecrow today, we've made a crow that looks like a scarecrow. All right, I'm Miss Lisa here at the Fayette County Public Library. This has been another craft from the Crafty Corner. Join me again next week for another awesome craft. Bye now.